Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this week Apple's been announcing a lot of products with the new iPhone 17e, and I've been able to get my hands on all the new cases. So we have the new cases for the 17e, we'll see how they fit on the 16e as well and what they include, and then we also have some new spring colors for the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. We have less colors this year than normal for the 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max, and all of these come in at $49 per case. Now the first one is this new color for the iPhone 17. This is specific to the iPhone 17 along with new colors we have here. So we'll take a look at the Pro models in just a moment, but this particular color is called Electric Lavender. Again, it comes in at $49. You can see here, designed by Apple in California, and it's Electric Lavender. Let's go ahead and open it up and we'll see how it fits on the iPhone 17. So let's take this out of the box here. You'll see this nice lavender color. So this looks pretty good. Very typical silicone cases. Apple did not introduce new tech woven cases, but they did introduce some things such as the crossbody strap upgrades and Apple Watch bands to go along with these colors. So when it comes to the iPhone 17, you'll see we have it here. Of course, we've got the same controls and things around the outside. We've got MagSafe and everything else with this nice microfiber lining. Let's place it on the phone, see if it has the color built in, and it does already. And all of these are updated to iOS 26.3, so it looks like it's already there. And of course, this is the typical Apple Silicone case. So again, on the bottom, you've got your ports revealed. You've got the spot for the crossbody strap, along with your USB-C, microphone, and speaker. So no real changes there, a nice camera cutout, and basically what we would expect. Let's set that aside and take a look at the other colors here as well. So the next one is called Bright Guava. Again, $49. Let's go ahead and open it up here. And a pretty nice color overall, very saturated color. And again, we have the iPhone 17 Pro here. So let's place it on, see if we've got the color here with 26.3. And there we go. It matches. It's built into 26.3. And again, it's the same sort of layout. We've got the cutout for the camera plateau. We've got our buttons, our camera control, open ports on the bottom. And again, this gives you an idea of what it looks like if you have the blue iPhone here. So for this one in particular, nice bright guava color. And then one of the other colors is vanilla. So we have a new vanilla color. So let me take a look at this. We'll open this one up. So again, you'll see here where it's just called vanilla. Again, this case color is available for the 17e as well, but let's open this up. There we go, and let's place it on the phone. So there we have it, and that was Apple Intelligence. Let me do that one more time so you can see it without. So let's place the case on here. Just like that. And again, there's the vanilla color. So again, it looks pretty nice. I think this one looks the best, at least for the new case colors here for spring, but they're available now. So you can pick these up in the Apple Store or order them online very soon. So it goes along with the newest phones. Now with the iPhone 17e, let's take a look at that. So with the iPhone 17e cases, we have a new one to match the new color called Soft Pink. We have this one along with Bright Guava. We also have a vanilla one that I forgot to order here, but there's 6 colors total. And you'll see that we have this other color here called Light Moss. We also have Anchor Blue and Black. So that gives you an idea of the colors, but let's open them up and take a look at them. So the first new color is this soft pink color, again to match the new phone. So let's open it up here. And this reminds me of a case we had a while ago, but let's open it up, see what we've got. And indeed, we do have MagSafe this time around where we didn't have it before. So we'll see how that charges on the 16e, if it works or fits at all in just a moment, but this gives you an idea of the case. Again, the same button layout, power, sleep, wake. On the bottom, you've got your cutouts for the new lanyard or the crossbody strap as Apple calls it, your speaker microphone, again your USB-C cutout, camera cutout, and everything else. Pretty typical silicone case from Apple. Again, let's open the Guava case here. So the same vibrant color that we have for the Pro version, very similar, maybe slightly off color, but very, very similar there. And to be thorough, within the packaging, you've got safety and handling, MagSafe accessory. So that's in every one of these. But again, let's set that aside and take a look at the next color. This is probably my favorite this time around, the moss or light moss as they call it. You can see that here. So let's open it up. So again, that nice light moss color. I think that looks great. Now, like I said before, we are missing the vanilla color. Forgot to order that, but that's okay. We have it in the Pro model, and this one is called Anchor Blue. So again, nice anchor blue color with the buttons and everything else contrasting a little bit. And then we have the typical black case if you just want something simple. So again, let's open this up. There we go. And again, black to go along with your phone if that's the color you choose, or maybe you want it to contrast with white or soft pink. Now here I have the iPhone 16e, so I thought we'd take a look at it. Now these cases typically do pick up quite a bit of lint or things in your pocket. You can see that here, but let's go ahead and remove it from the 16e. I also have iOS 26.3 on this device. So again, if we go to settings, we'll go back to general and then software update. You'll see that here, 26.3. Let's see how it fits when it comes to the 17e cases though. So you can see the difference here on the left with the 16e case, MagSafe on the right. Everything else looks pretty much the same. So hopefully it fits the older device as well if you want some different case colors. But let's set this aside and let's take a look at maybe the soft pink on the 16e. We'll place it on here like this. So it does look like it will fit. However, we don't get the animation here, and let's check to see if it will charge. So we do have MagSafe, like I mentioned this time around, and it does charge on the 16e. Let's check out the buttons and everything else. So we've got the cutout ports on the bottom, USB-C, microphone and speaker, as well as your ports for the crossbody strap. When it comes to the buttons, let's go ahead and turn it off, turn it back on. Everything feels like it's in the same place here. And then volume buttons work just fine. And then flashlight on and off with the action button. Everything is placed just like you would expect, so it looks like you can finally use the new cases even on the older device. So that's great to see, and you can use MagSafe. Now it won't be at the faster speed that the 17e can charge at, but at least you have the option if you want the accessories or maybe an accessory in your car to hold on to it. Let's take a look at the other cases, as many of you asked me to place the cases on each one. So again, the black one, you can see here, looks pretty good overall if you want something very simple. And let's take a look at the Bright Guava here next. So there's Bright Guava on the phone. You can see that. Looks pretty good. And then let's take a look at my favorite on this one, the Light Moss. I also like the blue quite a bit. But there's Light Moss. That looks pretty good. And then the next one here, Anchor Blue. So that's good. So this is the first time in a while I think that the cases fit from device to device. I'm glad to see that. Again, it's charging, working fine, so I'm happy to see that they finally let you do that. Also, if you wanted one of the crossbody straps, you could fit it here with no problem. It does give some lay on the table protection here, room for a screen protector, and I think it's a great option. Now the Apple Silicone cases seem to hold up okay, but they do collect a bit of lint. They are quite grippy. And then the ones that are covered on the bottom seem to hold up a little bit better, but still they seem to sort of delaminate or peel back after some time. Here's an old one on an iPhone XS or maybe iPhone X here. You'll see that it started to peel where it was an open bottom part to the Apple Silicone case, and this happens from time to time. If it happens within the warranty period of your phone, sometimes they'll swap it out for you, but you can see they do sort of degrade over time if you catch them on things. Again, that was fixed on the bottom of some of these. After some time, they seem to hold up a little bit better, but just keep that in mind. So that's the Apple Silicone cases, the new spring colors for the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, and all the new cases for the iPhone 17e. Now, I'm glad to see that these seem to be compatible with the iPhone 16e, and just to verify this is indeed a 16e, if I go to settings here, you'll see here that it says model name iPhone 16e. I've just got my finger over the serial number that you can see here, but we are in fact on an iPhone 16e, and also Apple does not list these new cases as compatible with the 16e. If you go down to compatibility, it just lists the 17e, but it seems like they fit exactly the same, and I'm glad to see that they're technically backward compatible, even though it's not officially. So let me know what you think of the new spring colors from Apple. I'm glad to see they're not including so many different colors. They're limiting them to just a few different colors, but let me know if you're picking any of these up, what you think of the new colors, and what you think of the 17E, and if you're picking one of those up as well. If you haven't subscribed already, though, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.